Hello, I'm Blackberry and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing Bloberta from Moral Oral since I done already binge watched it. Comment down below and tell me what other Moral Oral character you want me to analyze and break down and not only draw as well. Alright, sit back, grab some berries, and enjoy. Bloberta, a horrible woman who caused her husband to have an alcohol addiction, had an affair on him, and set up the life of having Oral to have the worst father of them all, but also with a horrible upbringing of a terrible mother that picked favorites and chose to not treat her as almost as a human, where she had to deprive herself or even go down to the lowest of men just to feel wanted or just to feel help. And now she's a hopeless, pathetic woman, spending her life basically self-harming, but I guess masturbation or whatever, herself away while her husband cheats on her with another man, and while she cheats on her husband, and while her kid and her other child run misfits around the town in general. This is the woman that literally cannot tell her youngest child from a different child. It is honestly one of the most patheticest things I have ever seen, and Bloberta is one of the lowest of lows. I read somewhere, or I heard somewhere, that she was supposed to have a good ending. She was supposed to end up with, I think it was Officer Papermouth, which I would have actually kind of preferred that. And Clay Pumpkinson was supposed to end up alone, which is absolutely deserved because he's a horrible human being. When she and I think the second season talked about how she wanted a divorce, I wish she just went through with it. But due to the fact that she doesn't want to be perceived as a bad mom to anyone in the neighborhood, she's stuck with this terrible man who literally shot her own kid. He shot Moral. I want to repeat this. Clay Pumpkinson, the father of Moral, shot his own kid and then went around saying that Oral shot himself, which is fucking insane. The fact that her family deprived her of attention and she was basically kicked out of the family choir by her own mother, it's honestly not surprising she turned out the way that she did. She wanted to feel needed, she wanted to feel helped. Her father was a weak, pathetic man who couldn't even stand up for himself. But honestly, I don't want to comment on that because obviously he was in a domestic abusive relationship with Bloberta's mother, so I don't blame him for that, honestly. The fact that she answered Moral question, the fact that why did she marry Moral's dad with why not, shows her character a lot, honestly. It shows that she didn't actually really see him as a potential partner, or maybe she did, but down the lines, throughout the entireness of their relationship, it slowly showed that Clay was a horrible person, especially when he got drunk, and the fact that she made him into the alcoholic that he is today, I'm not gonna say it's her fault because Clay was a selfish person when he was even a kid. The dude killed his own mother, and yes, I'm blaming the child for killing his mother. Argue with that in the comment section down below, and if you do, I'll just fucking delete it. I'm just stating that Clay and Bloberta shouldn't have gotten together. She should have stayed single and found the right person. I know that she felt left out. I know that she felt like she wasn't the same as her friends, but it's better to be single than to be in a loveless marriage that makes you feel like shit. The songs that was played in the episode where she said why not is called No Children, and I'll put it up on the screen. It's one of my favorite songs. I didn't even know it was from Moral Oral. I just had it in my playlist, and when I found that it played in that show, oh my goodness, it was amazing. The song shows how much their relationship is, how they do not give a shit about each other, how literally in one part it says, I hope you die. I know full-heartedly down the lines that Bloberta hates Clay. She despises him, and she just hopes one day that he dies. She pretends to be in a happy-go-lucky relationship with him because she doesn't want to divorce him because everybody would judge. Not that she's doing it for her kid. She couldn't give less of a fuck about her kid. She's a literal neglectful mother. But still, nonetheless, she hates Clay more than she cares about her kids, honestly. I mean neglectful mother, I mean when it comes down to Shapey and all, she does anything for Shapey, and not in a way where she loves Shapey, in a way where it keeps him quiet. Obviously, Shapey, he seems like he has some form of a disability. I don't know what, and I'm not going to claim that he has anything because I'm not a doctor. I can't do that shit. So I'm just saying, she does anything to keep him from screaming or yelling and stuff like that. She even sprays literal cleaning supplies in his face to keep him from grabbing to her chest, because she still breastfeeds him at 7. That is insane. The dude is 7 and she breastfeeds him because she wants to feel needed and helped, and that is psychotic. Just don't do to your kid. She lets Shapey harms herself or hurts herself or puts herself into dangerous situations or even harms Oral just to get his way, and she just doesn't care. She is such a shit mother. She is such a horrible person, honestly. Again, I get that she grew up in a terrible environment, that her mother treated her like a second-class citizen. I understand that, but that does not give you any type of right to treat other people like garbage. Just because you have a bad life doesn't mean that you have to make it worse for everybody else. The fact that, again, I want to make it clear, she made Clay Puffington into an alcoholic and have the audacity to say, why would I take advice from an alcoholic or whatever, when you're the person that made him into one. I do feel pity for her at some time throughout the seasons. I feel sad for her, but I can't feel as much remorse for her because she did it to herself. One of the big reasons why I love Moral Oral, it makes you question and think about the characters and also connect with them at some point. I don't really connect with Bloberta, and I never will, but still, it makes me feel some type of emotions towards them. I don't have much to say here, so just enjoy the rest of the drawing. I really love the way this came out. The red, the yellow, the blue, it is amazing, and I got her face down perfectly in my opinion. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you like, subscribe, comment down below to see what you want me to do in the future, and have a lovely day filled with dozens of berries.